Alright guys, well today's Sunday. As you can see, it's another day at the shop. Holy shit, it's been a full week of videos. You guys must be like freaking out or something. But yeah, so anyway, no work on the Craftsman today. Actually, I might put the hood on. Yeah, I'll probably throw the hood on, and that'll be it for today on that. Still gonna paint this one piece up. I keep on forgetting about it. Not a big deal. Get it painted up. But today's main plan is this Aaron snowblower. We're going to part it out today, pull the engine off of it, pull the belt cover off of it. Not really sure what I'm going to do with this gearbox yet. The gearbox is good, but the augers are frozen on the shaft. And if you're new to the videos and you have no clue what the hell I'm talking about and you want to know, basically this is what I mean by augers are frozen on the shafts of snowblowers. This is a common issue. Basically, you got a snowblower. You want, whoa, freaking heat shield just fell on the heater. Basically, you grab both of these augers like I'm doing right now. One hand right here, one hand right here, and you can turn them back and forth like this. That means your augers are free from the shaft. But if your augers are like this, come on, there we go. Just gonna get the balance point on the freaking cup here. Holy, come on, balance. Alright, I gotta stick a friggin' washer underneath you guys. Come on. What the hell? Alright, so basically if your augers are like this, with nothing's happening, not moving, basically that means your auger rakes here are frozen on your gearbox shaft. And if that happens, if you should hit like a rock or a stump or something like that, get something jam the augers, it's most likely gonna, instead of snapping your shear pins, it's gonna snap your brass gear that's on the inside of it. So you definitely might want to get that fixed. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it because I really don't want to have to free these augers up with the acetylene torch. So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. And I got a comment a couple days ago on skid shoes. A few guys were asking if skid shoes are reversible. Yes and no. We'll take these skid shoes here for example. You get skid shoes that look like this. You get the one base plate and like that. Once this base plate is worn out, you are not able to flip it over and use it on the other side because you need that amount of meat. If you're in Aaron's, if you got like the Aaron's like these you can flip over. These are reversible and you can do it that way. You just flip them over and you're good for the other side. But once both sides are down, it's like maybe there's paper thin left, that's when it's basically time to replace your skid shoes. So that's a comment I got the other day. They were curious. I got a couple of them over here, sitting over here by my heater. Like that one there's pretty good. I saved some of the good ones, but you can't reverse them basically because there's no nothing there. You need the main skid shoe part, or else you're gonna be hacking through your driveway, wrecking the bottom of your auger box, and it's just a big disaster. But anyway, enough talking about that. I'm gonna start working on this a little bit, pull the engine off of it. This one here, I'm unsure of what I'm gonna do with it yet. I got it running, it drives, it augers move, so it would throw the snow pretty good. I mean, everything works out pretty decent, so I might list it for sale, maybe like 200 bucks. Move it fast. Someone I'm sure would buy it for that price. It's in pretty decent shape. Tires are decent on it too, so we'll have to wait and see. But not a bad little unit. But anyway, we're gonna get rid of this thing, pull the engine off of it, and take it from there. And the battery's about to die. Holy son of a bitch! Another day at the shop. Alright, so I got most of the components I wanted off of the snowblower here, and it's funny, I had this issue last year. I'm starting to wonder if a lot of these Aarons start to have them. If you have an Aaron snowblower, and basically your wheels ain't moving, like this one is, see how this one's locked up? You either have two problems. Either one, this chain right here is either frozen, or if your chain's fine, and if you back off just a little bit, it then finally frees up, like this one just did. that means you have a bad bearing on your axle. What it is just a small little brass bearing in here, and as you can see, just look at the tire. I mean, it moves quite a bit. And that's a lot of play, and that basically causes that gear right there to not sit right. So if you look at the inches there, and then if I move it, it kind of sort of makes up the difference in the gearing. It doesn't grind. And basically all what it is, I might actually even have the part. Yeah, I think I do. I believe this is the piece right here. Yes, it is. Basically all it is just that little brass bushing. And if you ever need to replace it, the part number is right there, 225-854. And this is basically all it is. You pop off that wheel assembly right there, that hub assembly. Pop off your 3/7/16 nuts, slide off your piece of cast aluminum housing, press out your old one with a hammer, or if you can get a press like what I got over there, press it out, and then pop this new one in, and it'll solve your problem. So I guess we'll call this the Aaron's tips, I guess. And usually when you do a tune-up on your Aaron snowblower, what you're going to want to do also, there's 2 grease fittings, if we can get to them, on each auger. So you have this one right here and one right here. Same on this side. That'll also prevent the augers from seizing up like this one did. Clearly no one greased them, and this is what caused them to seize up like they are, how they're locked on the shaft. And if you tighten down your shear pin bolts too tight, it also will lock it on your shaft by pressing the metal up against the shaft. So you might want to look at that from time to time. And I'll show you do the tune-ups on some of these older Aarons. They have the cast iron gearbox, which you can drain the gear oil in it. I mean, you can just throw some regular 90 weight in there and you'd be all set. Or even I think they even have the 120 you can put in there. But it all depends on how you're gonna run it throughout the season. You got your skid plate here. Always check that, I guess. Check to see if any of your welds are broken. Like I noticed this one right off the bat. This weld here is completely broken, and that could create more of the other ones to pop open. See, that one there is broken too. So yeah, but if you ever want to know what the inside of your snowblower looks like, if you've never taken off your panel, that's basically what it looks like. A drive disc, a friction plate right there, which propels it off to your engine pulley. This is your auger pulley. That's basically all the stuff that ever goes wrong is your friction disc, chain. Every now and then you might share a keyway in your gearing. Obviously this problem here has quite a bit of play in, I can tell you guys that. And yeah, that's about it. A lot of times those bottom panels rust out, and it gets the dirt and shit in them. Talking about this piece right here. That piece, they rust out pretty commonly. And if you ever want to decide to take off your auger gearbox for whatever reason, take a 9/16 ratchet or wrench, pop off the 2 bolts on either side. Would be a lot easier if I had a wrench. Actually, I mean a ratchet. Also gonna need a 1/2 inch for your gearbox piece right here. Gonna want to undo it. Oh, that one's frozen on there pretty good. Go one way first to break the rust free, and then go the opposite way to reverse it, like what I just did, because sometimes these puppies get frozen up pretty damn good. And that just removes that, and I can continue taking this puppy off. All American on these Aarons. There's no metrics. You can use metric if you want. Most likely you'll strip out the grade 8 bolts that they use on this thing, which completely sucks. Then we strip it out, and you gotta drill it out, and it's just a disaster. I really should have just grabbed the friggin' wrench. Holy. The ratchet. Why am I killing myself? I have tools. I have tools. The fact of where I did with them. Okay, got a ratchet. Yeah. I like this ratchet. It's got a ratcheting handle, so you don't have to turn it. Hey, come on. Holy cow. Yeah, that's not the original bolt in that one, I can tell you, because it shouldn't be that long. And there you go, you just separate the auger bucket from there. You gotta just lift up on this piece here, and boom. So you take a auger bucket off of there, and these two here just latch right on the bottom. And I just noticed another thing is the spring that catches. Yeah, that spring's done. Usually it's supposed to be a spring that goes from here to here, and that's your brake, and it's done. There's no spring left, so yeah. These pulleys sometimes suck to get off if you ever have to do a gearbox job. Do the 3/2 inch and then get a pulley puller, take out the two, I forget which size hex nuts they are, but you gotta take the nuts out. It's not fun. So, it's an errands day, I guess. Alright, well, I couldn't quite come up with the solution for this hood. It's just been driving me nuts, so I actually figured out what I can do. I'm basically doing the same thing what I did with the Wheelhouse 500 Special. If you recall back, what I did was I wet sanded the entire hood, and then I clear coated it. Before it looked like this. See all these rusty spots and scrapes and stuff like that. And this is the way how I got it. It looks halfway decent, better than looking at that. You know, it's not a show tractor. He is going to be selling it, I guess. And I figured, you know what, for an extra couple of bucks, I'll do this for him. Basically, what I'm using is I use a little bit of wax and tar remover, Rust-Oleum, and I just squirt it on there. This is, how many grit is this? This is 225 wet sandable, and I'm just going to go ahead and sand away until it's somewhat decent smooth. And then, boom. Not as rusty looking as it was. So that's my plan is then once I'm done, I'm going to hit with some clear coat. What the hell did I do with it? Did I leave it in here? Yeah, I did leave it in here. This is just a little bit of Rust-Oleum automotive enamel. If you spill gas on it, you'll probably eat it right away. But this should be just enough to do the hood. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Clean it up, make it look halfway decent. So. Alright, well, tractor looks a little bit different now. Basically where I left off was the hood. Had a little bit of incident there. I'll have to get that out of there. A little bit of black overspray. But ran down to Walmart, got down some black paint, and I cleaned up the rear fenders quite a bit, as you can tell. Sprayed on the increase here. Clear coated this a little bit. Sprayed this whole back piece here black because it was all rusty. Basically did the same on this side. So overall the tractor looks about a little better than what it did. Got the linkages drying right there. Right here we got some linkages drying. And the belt cover, I got it in etch primer. So overall it's looking pretty good. Looks just way better. I did the rims. Just gonna go back, clean them up with a little bit of carb cleaner around the tires. And this puppy will be done. looks a million times better. It looks more respectable. Hood cleaned up nice. This here, I thought I had, it's fine, this stuff here I thought was clear, because if you look right here on this can, it looks damn near the exact same. Same label, same everything. And this is a clear coat. I didn't know that this was black. So when I first did it, I was going to do another coat of clear coat over the hood, and then I realized that it was black I had bought. And I was like, whoops, well, I guess we're using it on the linkages, as you can see. So I'll be able to get that out with a little bit of a buffer, a little bit of hand polish, and it'll be coming out no problem. But overall, it cleaned up pretty nice. So I'm going to wait for the linkages to dry, and I'll start hooking them up a little bit. Alright, well this thing is now 95% done. Basically all it's left to do is just that belt. Pick it up tomorrow, and she's all done. Came out pretty decent. Better than what it was a few days ago. What day did we pick this thing up? Drop it off rather Thursday? Wednesday? I don't even remember. But yeah. Not bad considering today's Sunday. I think it's pretty decent. So, not getting paid a whole lot on this job. I think I'm only making like $100 if that. Because worked out a deal where I work on a bunch of his other shit. We got a Honda coming in this week of his, and we have, it's either a Toro or an Aaron's coming in this week. And that's basically, he's picking this thing up late tomorrow afternoon, and then he's dropping the other two off. So that shouldn't be too bad there. Get those things done. Hopefully, if I finish those things up Tuesday. Yeah, I think Tuesday I'd probably have those things done. Zip them right in, zip them right out. Then on Wednesday, I got to do that van. Well, the van's not in the driveway, but we're going to do that van. Fix a couple of dents in the rear bumper. And we're going to get, I got to dig out that paint. Hopefully I have enough to paint that door handle. I should. Let's clear coat. Saved the bucket. Saved his box. I think this is it. What is this? That's clear coat. Wait, did I use a pint or a gallon? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Got the hardener, clear coat. Basically enough to do the door handle and that grill if he ever decides to get it. But he is going to be selling that van, I guess, within the next couple of months, I guess. So we won't really have to do the grill. What else? Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I have a possible pending deal coming up. It's Aaron's lawn tractor. It's got a Tecumseh engine in it. I think it's like a Tecumseh Enduro or something like that. And it's got a 38-inch deck. Older style Aaron's with the plastic hoods. I think we had one here once before. And it's in pretty decent shape. Very well kept up. But it needs stupid stuff. It's been sitting for about a year and a half now. It has a snowblower attachment on it. So that shouldn't be too bad. I would say it's about the same size as this thing lengthwise. But that thing's coming in here. And we're going to basically hook up the snowblower attachment to it. Get it all running. The owner says it does run. It just needs to be, jump started and stuff like that. And a few other oddball stuff. And get it done. Put it up for auction. If I can get it in this week, if I can pick it up Wednesday. Fix it that Wednesday. Put it up for auction on the Thursday. Sell it over the weekend. That would really help me out. If I even got like, say, $500 for the thing with the snowblower attachment, I'd be happy. Then I can make more money for my truck, which would be even better. And that would put me over the $10,000 budget I had. I'm only going down there with $10,000, and if I, keep on pushing the way I've been pushing, I might even have like $11,000 or $12,000 to go up buy a truck. So that's the reason why I've been pushing out these jobs these past couple days. And then Thursday, if it's gonna be nice out, I gotta do that side job, power wash a house and a driveway, and that'll bring in a few bucks right there too. So that'll be good. That'll be good if that all happens. And I'll have to wait and see. And when I get back from Florida, I want to go to a Fisher dealership, and I want to see if I can't finance a plow setup for the truck. I want to do some plowing this winter. We couldn't do it with my old truck just because it wouldn't be able to hold the weight and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna do some plowing with it. Obviously I gotta have the friggin' shit thing undercoated big time, like me with the rest, you know. Holy, but gonna see if they finance a plow, if that's at all possible. I don't really want to put a used plow on, just because A, I don't have the money for it, and B, some of those plows that are around here are just a disaster, you know. So there's a Fisher plow dealership not too far from here, per about 20-minute drive, and I might stop in there next time with my new truck and see how much it would cost to put a plow on it, plow setup. I don't need anything super duper special. I'd imagine it's going to cost about $4 or $5 grand for a decent one, and if I could finance one, say for like 1 year, pay it off within the one winter, I'd be all set there, which would be awesome. But you never know how those deals work. You gotta make sure your credit's good and stuff like that. So I'll have to wait and see on that. And it's all future stuff. You never know. You never know what happens. And hopefully by February, my goal is by February is to be out of this shop and be in a new shop. That is the next big goal on this whole friggin' subject of life. You know, just because I just can't work in the space anymore. It's too small, guys. Just look at. We got 2 snowblowers there, 1 tractor here. There's like no space in here, you know. So I need to figure something out. I'm looking online. There's some decent deals. People want like $600 and $800. It's kind of sort of reasonable for around here, but I must start looking out maybe a little bit further up in like New Hampshire area. See if I can't find something up there and take it from there. So you never know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. You never know. But then again, I've been saying I want to move out of this place for the past, I don't know, 2 years now. Just hasn't quite happened. But hopefully this year it will happen. I've been pushing pretty hard these past few months to make it all happen. I'm feeling pretty comfortable I can do it, you know. But you never know. Something all of a sudden could happen. Could friggin' break a leg or something like that, and I'd be really fucked over big time. But hey, take a look at this mess I got shipped out tonight. I gotta ship this thing out. This is a Toro finishing kit. I sold it for $200. I gotta get this thing out of the box and in a new box. Cause I obviously can't ship it like this. But I don't even really sure what's in this thing. I sold it for $200. It's called a Toro finishing kit. I guess just a bunch of brackets and stuff like that. New belt, couple of screws. Couple of red pieces rather, instructions. I don't know. For a Toro Z500 series. For a 52-inch deck soft bagger. So I guess that's what that's for. I'm not really sure what those even look like. But, you know, small stuff selling, which is good. Not much of that whole load I got left. I think I got maybe 4 things in the tent. I got a couple of those Z-stands up there, and I have a bunch of those Toro rework kits left. So there's maybe about like 15 items left, not including the double. Like if I were to include, if I didn't include the double rather, it'd be a lot less. It'd probably be like maybe 8 things left. So that's not too bad. And then there's just a bunch of the small shit up in that loft area up there in that cabinet. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Everything's going smoothly. But yeah, so anyway, we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Monday, and we'll get this mess out of here tonight, hopefully. Figure out what we're going to do with this Simplicity. I really don't want to chop it, because it's in pretty decent shape. But you never know. You never know. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and see you then. Awesome.